Hello and welcome to Sarah's Stamping Retreat. Today we're going to be creating this cute 3D bauble card when the baubles fold flat to go inside the envelope. So for today's card we're going to be using this Christmas Gleaming bundle. So we'll be using the stamp set, just the Merry Christmas out of the stamp set, but you can see it's got some lovely baubles on it. It comes with a pack of punches, so you get a large and a small bauble punch. And then this absolutely gorgeous Brightly Gleaming DSP. So I want to show you the DSP up close, but you'll have to forgive me because I don't even have one full sheet of a lot of the sheets anymore. So we've got this gorgeous, they've all got this nice copper foiling on one side. So this one's the Mossy Meadow and copper, and then it's got the stars on the other side. This one I've only got tiny bits of left. So you've got the baubles on the one side, and this green pattern on the other side. We'll use this one today, so it's got this lovely, again, the copper foiling on that side with the leaf pattern on that side. This one's got that gorgeous geometric pattern on this side, and then stripes on the other side. So a lot of these patterns you could use not for Christmas as well. And then this one's got the copper stars on that side, and then a geometric pattern on that side, and this one's the geometric foiling on that side, and then it's got this nice pretty peacock pattern on that side. So we'll actually be using all three of those things. And then the other thing we'll be using is this sprig punch, which is really useful. So to start off, I've cut a card blank from thick very vanilla cardstock, and that's an A6 card blank, so it measures roughly 4 1/8 by 5 7/8 across. So that's 5 7/8 by 8 1/4 inches scored and folded in half. So then this piece is roughly 1/4 inch smaller than that, so that is 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, then that's roughly 1/2 inch smaller again. That's 5 1/8 by 3 3/8. So that's the Brightly Gleaming DSP, and this is just a piece of vellum. So I'm going to layer those up eventually, but I'm just going to work on this vellum piece first. And the reason why I want to put everything on the vellum first is that when I stick it down, I can then put the glue and make sure it's behind stuff that I'm putting on here, because I don't want the glue to show through the vellum. So the first thing I want to do is to make some 3D baubles to go on the front of our card. So I want to cut three of the large and 3 of the smaller baubles out of this gorgeous paper. And then I just want to fold all of these down the middle, and I want the side that we want to use on the inside of the fold. Trusty Tombow glue, and I'm just going to glue one side of this and attach it to one side of that. And I'm going to do the same with the small bauble. So I'll just leave those to dry a minute while I just prepare the other parts that we want to go on. So I've got a scrap of copper foil sheet here, and I'm just going to punch 3 of these sprigs out of it. So then the other thing I'm going to do is just take this Merry Christmas here, pop that on my foil block, and then I've got a scrap of very vanilla cardstock here, and my pretty peacock ink, go with this here. One thing that is actually really useful is that on all the Stampin' Up DSP, they tell you exactly which colours go with it. So for this one, it's Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock and Very Vanilla. So that you know exactly what colours you need to use to go exactly with it. So I'm going to use my Pretty Peacock on Very Vanilla. Just going to stamp that again because it went a bit blurry at the top, so I rocked it a little bit. There we go, that's much crisper. And I'm just going to cut that out with my scissors, just leave a little cream border around the outside. So then I want to lay all of this out onto my acetate. So I'm happy with that layout, so I'm just going to stick everything down. Then with the baubles, I'm going to put glue all the way across the back of there. So then I'm just going to glue this piece onto my card base. And then I can just put glue on the pieces of the vellum that are covered up, and that's why I wanted to stick everything on the vellum first, because I don't want the glue to show through. I just want to stick it on the areas that I've covered up. And then although those baubles look really impractical, they actually flatten down like that to go in the envelope, and then you can just have them like that when they're on someone's mantelpiece. So then just to finish off and add a bit of bling, I'm going to put one of these beaded pearls at the top of each of the baubles. I'm just going to use one of these glue dots to do that. And then that's our card completed. So I really hope you enjoyed this project today. If you did, I'd really appreciate you clicking like below, and you could also click subscribe if you want to see future projects. And if you want to be notified when I have a new project up, you can just press the bell button and select all. All of the products that we've used for today's project will be listed in the description below, and you'll also find a host code there. So if you add my host code to your basket before you check out, then I'll send you a free gift at the end of the month. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon.